I don't want to come at you, but I think it's just the environment. Like, this is someone else's wedding. They're meant to see how great this could be for them.
I agree. Let's go.
What just happened?
That's what I mean.
Have you ever watched something and left it so confused that you don't even know? My head actually now hurts because I have no idea exactly what I've just watched. Jaqui is something else. Jaqui is something else. The audacity to be crying from one moment and then switching to the next moment. This is why I say she's robotic. She's someone who behaves as though she's a robot who wasn't properly coded. And she needs, they need to review the software to make sure that it's functioning very well, because otherwise it's a bit, I don't even know. Anyway, and then the audacity to send somebody else's husband a message doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Why is she sending somebody else's husband a message when she knows the havoc it created at the commitment ceremony, when the truth about Adrian and Sierra's, private conversation came up? So I don't get it. Poor TJ and Beth. Their wedding was all the Jaqui show, and we barely got to see anything, which is really sad and very selfish of Jaqui. Anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight Australia, Season 12, Episode 14. Oh my God, Married at First Sight is about to take me out. You really can't make this stuff up. You really can't. Anyway, so you have Paul and Karina. They're in a very good space. They're always in a very good space. Nothing seems to faze them. So they're good. You have Tony and Morena. Tony and Morena. Morena is trying to take responsibility for her actions. So she's excusing her behavior to being Italian. I'm very passionate. We talk with our hands. So being told that I point is not something that I was aware of. It's something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life, because it's something that I didn't know that was part of my behavior. So she then also asks Tony, is he taking responsibility of, his actions as well? And are they going to do better? They're going to try and work on their marriage this week and be a better couple. That's all anybody wants, for them to do the work and for them to be successful, because I think as many happy relationships as we can have from the sex experiment, the better. You go to Billy and Sierra. Billy and Sierra, they slept in separate apartments because Billy is feeling some type of way because his wife has given him an excuse that she's got a traumatic past that, she's not yet comfortable speaking to him about, but she was comfortable speaking to Adrian about, and he feels some type of way because if she's walking around their bedroom naked and she's asking for physical intimacy, why then is she not comfortable sharing whatever it is? On her part, Sierra thinks, she didn't do anything wrong. She was just comfortable with Adrian and she just felt, felt free to express whatever she expressed. I think there's more going on between the two of them, because she even said to the producers, is this to change the narrative and say that Adrian and I have something? And it's like, are we acting or what? You and Adrian were playing footsie under the table. I think the producers, in my opinion, should have told her that the reason we're asking is because of what you and Adrian were doing at the dinner table. That's the reason why we're asking. They should have called her out, because she wants to make it seem as though people are trying to paint her in a negative light when she has been nothing but perfect, and we all know she hasn't. We have Adrian and Afina. They're talking. Afina wants to discuss whatever happened between Adrian and Sierra. Adrian is sort of minimizing it and making it seem like nothing is there. And it's like, no, we all saw what we saw. We saw how badly you two behaved at the dinner table, how disrespectfully you behaved at the dinner table with your partners there. So the idea that suddenly you are minimizing it doesn't make sense to me. So you have the other three happy couples talking about, Ryan and Jaqui. You have Jeff and Ree sort of saying, we don't understand what is going on there. Even the experts don't seem to understand. Karina and Paul are saying the same thing. Dave and Jamie are saying the same thing, because nobody understands exactly what is going on with this couple. Because one minute they'll be saying we're not compatible. Then the next minute they're compatible and they like A, B, C, D, E, F, G about each other. So make it make sense. Are you compatible or are you not compatible? I think is the question on everybody else's mind. You go to Jaqui and Ryan. Well, they're both on their laptops. They're busy typing away, and you're curious to see what are they typing away at. They keep typing, and then eventually you have Ryan sort of say to her, "What are you typing?" And she says, "Well, I'm writing a letter to you." And I think in her mind, she was busy going through everything that everyone else was discussing at the commitment ceremony. The comments people were chiming in, "Oh, I wouldn't forgive my husband for not ranking me first. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that." And so she's held on to every single thing. And then she starts nitpicking at this man from the day one. I fell and I was assessed by a paramedic. He didn't even ask me, what happened. And he said, "I asked you, are you okay?" And she went, "Yeah, but you should have asked what the paramedic said." And it's like, this man is not telepathic. He doesn't have x-ray vision. If you didn't tell him you went to see a paramedic, how was he supposed to know? "Oh, you didn't rank me first. You only bought me flowers after so many weeks when we went on our first dinner." I think Jaqui was looking for a fight. And so she was pulling everything out of her hat in order to paint her husband in a negative light. And so for her to sort of, pretend to be the victim, I don't get it and I don't understand it. At moments she was crying, and because she cries like a robot, that's not yet been fully programmed to cry properly like a human being. Even Ryan was just looking at her like, what is going on here? I don't understand. And I really wish she would stop with the theatrics, because it's not a good look. It really isn't. And I wish she would actually be serious about her relationship with her husband, because it's not making sense. And I think even he is not understanding, why are we fighting? What are we fighting about? So he storms out. She stays on the couch and she's moving on. She's already happy. She's moving on to the next thing. And it's like, this girl needed therapy, not to be married. I really feel sorry for Jeff. Poor Jeff. He's at home. He's minding his business with his wife, and he receives a message from Jaqui to say, "I want to have a conversation with you." And it's like, why? Why are you bringing him into your mess? Just because he was an empathetic ear for Lauren doesn't mean he has to listen to every wife's grievances. And it's like, what is she trying to do? Is she trying to make him, her partner? Or is she trying to sort of have a similar situation as the one with Sierra? I love that he ran and he showed his wife. He showed Ree that this is what I got. And Ree was feeling some type of way. She wasn't happy with that. She really wasn't impressed. And I guess I get where she's coming from, because why would someone send an inappropriate message to your partner when they don't have any relationship with your partner? Make that make sense? Anyway, we get to meet the next couple to get married. So it's Beth. She's 28. She's a salon manager. She lives with her parents. It sounds like she's from Scotland, because she says she's from the UK. So she's really wants to meet someone and start a family and travel the world, which is amazing for her. She's matched with TJ. TJ is half Greek, half Indian. His parents met through an arranged marriage. His grandparents also were an arranged marriage. So this is something he's seen work out, so it's something that he's open to, and I really love this for him. They seem to be a perfect match, but then everyone is always a perfect match until wedding day, and then you see the hot mess. You have Jeff and Ree. They're still talking about this situation with Jaqui because they don't understand how they've been involved. Anyway, all the couples receive invites to the wedding. So everyone is going to be a guest at Beth and TJ's wedding. And people are excited to go. You have Jamie. She's nervous, obviously, because she hasn't had a tan. So she's worried about, how will I look in my outfit? I don't even have a dress picked up. And I love that her husband made light of it. So everybody gets ready. They go to the wedding. They're all in their best outfits, which was good. You then have, the groom come down. He's a very good looking guy. Everybody is excited. They're sort of trying to pacify him. You have the likes of Billy just saying, enjoy the ride, enjoy the ride. The bride comes down the aisle. They seem really interested in one another. You can see the spark. There is an initial spark as soon as they see one another. And then they start saying their vows. When, Beth says her vows, nothing. But then as soon as TJ opens his mouth and starts saying his vows, Jaqui, this eerie music that was playing in the background, it makes you question, is Jaqui going to make a play for him since her play at Jeff didn't work? Because she's starting to pick apart his vows and sort of saying that this is what you want to hear on your wedding day. He is making me question Ryan, whether Ryan is an ideal match for me. And it's like, but Jaqui, in the commitment ceremony, you listed at least 10 things that were compatible with Ryan. Where have we gone left? What has happened? Why are we making such a big deal over nothing? You don't know this guy except for his physical appearance. And suddenly he's an angel to you as compared to Ryan. Make it make sense? Everybody else loved the couple. They felt, they really looked cute, and they felt that there was an initial spark. And so it was good to see. But I think from what I've sort of deduced, Beth apparently is very outspoken. I hope she doesn't clash with Jamie, because Jamie is very outspoken as well. I hope they can find a way to moderate each other and become best of friends, because we all know Lauren didn't like Jamie. She said Jamie was a bit too much. So I'm a bit concerned about that. But it seemed everybody else was well behaved. And then after the couple said their vows, kissed, and walked out, you have Jaqui trying to use it as a teachable moment, trying to teach her husband how to be a husband. And it's like, Jaqui, not the time, buddy. Not the time, not the place. Do better. I really felt sorry for Ryan, because it wasn't necessary. But at least he was able to contain himself, and he was able to control his temper. He didn't bite to whatever nonsense she was saying, but then the wedding is not yet over. So, we still have a long way to go. I love TJ and Beth. They're in a bubble. They're taking their wedding pictures. They're very happy. They love that they've got a spark. They love that they like the way the person they've been matched with looks. So they're very giddy and excited. And it's really amazing to watch. And then back inside the reception is where the entertainment is at. Oh my God, the drama. I live for this. I really love this. I'm so excited. I've never laughed watching Married at First Sight, but this is the first time. So all the couples are set at the same table, which just makes for drama. As if the producers couldn't be even more messier. They decided to sit Jaqui and Ryan opposite Jeff and Ree. And it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we feeding into this mess? So that table was just a nightmare, because you have it come out, Ryan is furious, and he reveals that his wife was trying to educate him about the vows and trying to nitpick and sort of dissect the vows. He then goes on into the lecture that he received. He says she's a lawyer, and it felt like, I was on the witness stand and she was trying to assassinate my character. Everybody is taken aback. Even myself, I think if the experts were to watch it, they would be confused. Billy's face is as is. It tells the truth. It speaks volumes. His nonverbals are just something else. So they're trying to sort of understand exactly what happened. They ask about Jaqui educating her husband after the ceremony. She says, no, she didn't do that. He's lying. And he now looks like an idiot. So obviously he had to bring up the fact that while they were at their apartment, she brought up everything he had done wrong. And she gets emotional and then is asked, okay, what exactly has he done wrong? She brings up, he dropped me on my head. And everybody's asking, when did he drop you on your head? Because I think they are worried that, is he abusing her or something? And then it turns out she means at the wedding. And everybody's like, 4 weeks ago? Seriously? And then she starts being upset. It was theatrics, because by the time you had the TJ and Beth walk in, they could sense that something was going on, but they didn't understand what was going on. Something was going on at the table for the other participants in the experiment, but they didn't know what was going on, because you actually had Beth say to TJ, something is going on. It seems something is going on. And then to have everyone sort of toast them, you had Billy say a nice toast, everybody else said a toast, and then Ryan said, I loved your vows. They were very honest and genuine. And it's like, oh my God, these people, they want to kill us. I really love this, and I'm here for this drama. It's a toxic mess, and I'm here for it. You had Jeff sort of ask them, so are the two of you done? Does this mean that the two of you don't want to continue this marriage? And they're both like, So Ryan is asked, Ryan, do you like Jaqui at this moment? And he said, do you like Jaqui? He said, no, not at the moment. I really don't like her. Jaqui, do you like Ryan? Yes, I do like him. And she starts trying to hold him. He's refusing. He doesn't want to be held by her. And it's just like, seriously, why did the producers do this? Why did they cast these two people together? You have, people saying, why would you do that? Why would you, try and criticize your husband? Or why would you say you like someone that you've been criticizing and saying you don't like ABCD about? And Jaqui tries to look confused. Ree is now boiling point. So she reveals that Jaqui sent a text to Jeff behind her back, and now Ryan is in his feelings. It's so confusing. Everyone is confused at the table. Poor Jamie wants to run away from the table. She wants to look for a different table. And it's like, I would want a new table at this point. I would want a new table, because I would get whiplash. It's too many things going on at the same time. Nobody's focusing on the wedding. Everybody's focused on this table and the nonsense that's taking place. I wish I could actually explain what happened. All I know is that Jaqui and Ryan had people's heads in a tailspin because they were very confused. They couldn't understand what the arguments or the commotion was about. Nobody could find heads or tails. When she was confronted by Ree about her sort of private message to Jeff, she started crying, and then it came out that apparently she had asked Ryan for Jeff's number because she was saying he's the only person whose number I had. But she asked her husband for the number and didn't tell her husband why she needed the number. And it's like, make it make sense. I don't get it. Why are we doing this? Why are we behaving in a way that's not appropriate? And so for her to start crying and then have everybody's attention sort of turned away from what they all came from. This was the drama the producers wanted. This was the drama I think her family didn't, or TJ. I think TJ and Beth's families didn't provide the drama, so they decided to focus on this hot mess. TJ and Beth were enjoying themselves. They went outside for a chat. They were in a very happy space. They seemed to be a very good connection, so I love this for them. The father's toast was a bit, he's looking forward to grandbabies, so he wants them to, get at it quickly. After that, they come back in, they sit down, they're having their dinner, and they're actually mocking Ryan and Jaqui because they're saying we're having dinner and a show, because there's this conversation going back and forth, and Jaqui is telling Ryan, I'm upset, you should be saying I'm sorry, you should be consoling me, you should be pacifying me. And it's like she's talking about romance novel type of relationship. She's not talking about real life. This is how it comes across. And it's really sad that you needed Afina to sort of pull them away and say, okay, let's move away from this. They moved away, went to the back of the room. She started crying. And then Afina told her, Jaqui, this is not about you. This is somebody else's wedding. Allow them to have the moment. And then she quickly dried her tears and off she went. And it's like, this girl is, oh my God, I don't get it. And sadly, her behavior has justified and has sort of vindicated Ryan in the sense that at one point she was staring, she was giving filthy looks to Ree, and you actually had to have Jeff call her out to say, why are you looking at her like that? And it's like, well, everybody criticized him when he said she has this stare, and now you're seeing the stare and you're calling her out on it. So maybe you might all want to sort of apologize when it comes to the crazy look, not about the other stuff that he said, but when it comes to that, because this man is going through a lot and I can't wait to see what happens. Well, apparently we get to see a trailer for Lauren and Elliot. They're coming back with new partners. For what reason? I don't know. I can't wait to see that hot mess. But I think because of all the drama that's happening with Ryan and Jaqui, they're going to be in the background. Unless they get rid of Ryan and Jaqui, then these two can get a place. But I don't think they'll get the shine that they were expecting, and I don't think they'll provide the theatrics that the producers were expecting, because they've already got that in the Ryan and Jaqui show. They don't need to bring Elliot and Lauren because, otherwise they make a mockery out of the experiment. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 13. Bye guys.